What's good, guys, and welcome back to a new video on my channel. This is me, Venny. I'm going to be doing the best players in each position this week for you guys. Loads of different content coming out during the week. We're going to do like the expensive version right here, but also maybe have a cheaper alternative later down the line, maybe next week or maybe in a couple of days. I'm not really too sure what's exactly coming out at the moment. But yes, this is the best players in each position from a pro player's perspective. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new around here. Hit the notification bell so you know when I am uploading. I'm trying to upload daily or at least 5 to 7 times a week. Leave a like and leave a comment of your favourite players so far in FIFA 21. So let's get into the team. So obviously we've got the Stegen in goal. Well, obviously the chemistry doesn't matter, but the Stegen in goal, 6'2", 88 diving, 85 handling, 88 kicking, 90 reflex, 8 precision, 4-star weak foot. Just a decent keeper. If you guys played FIFA 20, you know this guy right here was hands down the best keeper in the game by a long way. I wouldn't say this year he's as good, but he's still very solid. I'm currently using my Road to Glory. He's still a very consistent keeper, and I think that's quite important to have with how the game's played at the moment. I think keepers are very inconsistent, so look to get the Stegen into your team if you can. Obviously, he's a little bit harder to link due to his German. Well, he's got a few different ways you can link him, but it's obviously not any strong links as such. Best right back in the game. Defensively, I would have to say Kyle Walker, but as you'll see on the bench, there's Semedo there, and I'll mention why I think maybe Semedo could be slightly better. But as a defensive right back, I think Kyle Walker's the best right back in the game. 6 foot high, 3-star skills, 2-star weak foot, 92 pace, 76 passing, 77 dribble, 8 defending, 82 physical. This guy's unbelievable. His informed centre back, I'm looking to bring into my main team. I might even low-key just bring the right back card version in and get like an icon at this point. I've had enough. Like, we need changes in my team. But yeah, I would recommend if you're looking for a defensive right back, somebody he's still going to be very decent coming forward in the sense of like the passing and dribbling, but I think Semedo obviously is a little bit better at that. But Walker is still like your all-round package as a right back. I think it's very solid. As you see here, we've got Varane and Gomez on the front, and that is because I think these two low-key are better than Van Dijk, and Van Dijk's still on the bench. He still gets a little mention later on, but I think Gomez and Varane are just way better, so much better for your value. I use these two as my centre backs this weekend, so yeah, I know how they play. 82 pace, 66 passes, 70 dribble, 83 defending, 8 physical, 6'2", medium, 3-star skills, 3-star weak foot. Just a very solid pacey right centre back. Is where I was using him. So look to bring in Joe Gomez into your team if you're looking for the best Premier League defender. And I've said that when there's Van Dijk on the screen. That's actually crazy. But yeah, I think Joe Gomez might take the crown for that one. The other one is Varane. Easily, I'll sit here happily say this guy's the best centre back in the game. Not a doubt in my mind. Not a doubt in my mind. This guy isn't the best. This guy's unbelievable. Low key, what I want to try and get, obviously it's a little bit more, quite a lot more coins, but if I can get Varane and Maldini, weekend league will be a breeze. But I think Varane's easily the best defender in the game, so look to get him into your team as a must. When you're looking for these defenders. What I would say about these players, of course, as I mentioned, I'm going to be doing a cheap version for them, but these are the players I would say when you're building your team and you're trying to let's say you got 250k, but you're trying to think, okay, this is the player who I want and this is the guy who I'm going to build my team around. These are the players who obviously you want to build your team around. Obviously, they are very expensive, but just keep that in mind. These are like the end game players who you want to have into your team. Obviously, sooner the better, because people ain't got. I can say people ain't got very good teams, but they've got crazy teams, Every time I play a weekend league, I'm playing against some crazy teams. I don't know if my matchmaking's unlucky or what, but these guys have crazy teams. Obviously, I have a crazy team too, so I can't really say too much. But we've got at the left back spot here is Ferland Mendy, 92 pace, 76 passing, 79 dribble, 78 defending, 82 physical, 5'11", high, 4-star skills, and 5-star weak foot. What a player. Honestly, quality player. Easily top 2 left backs. I think him and Alphonso Davies are right up there next to each other, but I think Mendy takes it in my opinion because he's got that skills and he's got that weak foot. So a little bit more all-round, just solid. Compared to where Davies is just pure pace and just unbelievable. But yeah, I would say Mendy takes the hat there. On the right mid spot, I've got Salah, and I'll be totally honest with you, I don't like any of the right mids in this game, apart from maybe Garrincha, and I haven't even used Garrincha. But I think all the right mids on this game are woeful. They've all got either 3-star weak foot or 3-star skills. And I don't like that. I like to have 4-star, 4 stars as a minimum in my attack. So usually I play a weekend player in that right mid spot. I'd rather have Rashford, Sadio Mane, for example, you know, in that position. So, but I did put a right winger in here just so people know. I've got Messi on the bench too, but I went with Salah over Messi because I think it's just a little bit more, I would say, meta. He's a lot faster. He doesn't just rely on his dribbling, where Messi, for me, he was unbelievable last year, but all it was, why he was so good, was because of the dribbling. But this year, you can't dribble for anything. So what's the point of having Messi when you can't get past people with dribbling? So yeah, I just went with the pure pace guy. Salah, 93 pace, 86 shooting, 81 pass, 90 dribble, 75 pace for a quality player. Of course, we all know what Salah does. Quality left foot. It's a very decent player to look at. And then we got little gem in here. Renato Sanchez, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, high, 5'9", 83 pace, 77 shooting, 80 passing, 85 dribble, 76 defending, and 85 physical. What a player. What a player. Obviously, I'm currently using him in my main team. Just a quality all-round player I would look to bring into your teams. Just a very, he can do the defensive work, but he can also go forward if he needs. It's basically like Hullet, but small. Very small compared to her actually, but yeah, very solid option to go there in your team. Other guy next to him, we got N'Golo Kante, 77 pace, 66 shooting, 76 passing, 81 dribble, 86 defending, 82 physical, medium high, 5'6", 2-star skills, 3-star weak foot, just crazy good at the defensive work. Obviously, we know with Kante his passing lacks and his shooting lacks, but when you're looking for that defensive midfielder who can just do it all when it comes to the defensive side, Kante is your guy. I low-key should have put one of the attacking midfielders next to one of these players and then done either or, but these are the 2 defensive options, and then on the bench is the 2 attacking options. Neymar up next. I was going to call him Neymar. I don't know why I was going to do that. I personally use him as a central cam in my team, but you can use him literally anywhere across the front four, in my opinion. Right mid, left mid, ram, cam, striker, centre forward, whatever you want. This guy is crazy good. 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot, 91 pace, 85 shooting, 86 passing, 94 dribble. Just so good. As you see from the returns, that's all in Rivals and Weekend League. 90 games, 94 goals, 66 assists from central cam position, that is. So crazy good player. And he's next to Ronaldo, Mbappe and Pele, so you can imagine I'm getting goals with them guys as well, but for him to perform the way he is obviously very good. Mbappe up next, crazy good again this year. I think low-key I might be wasting him out wide. I think he is probably better through the middle, but I can't not use CR7. This guy is unbelievable, and if I build a team without CR7, Mbappe basically had to go out wide because CR7 is so good this year, but Mbappe is a great option for me. 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot, 96 pace, 86 shooting, 78 passing, 91 dribble, and 76 physical, high-low work rate. This guy, once again, like what I said about Neymar, you could use him as a central cam low-key, but I think his best position is the striker position or wingers or Ram and Lam, you know what I'm saying? So I think that is where Mbappe sort of excels the best. So I would look to, if you've got a mega team, look to get Mbappe out onto the wide. But if you've got let's say, 800k team, you're like, you know what, I want to get Mbappe. I build my team around him because I love Mbappe. Pay Mbappe as your striker, you know, he's more than good enough. Loki, he's probably right next to CR7, but CR7 up here, 90 pace. I was looking at the stats. In 90 games, he scored 117 goals and 68 assists. 89 pace, 93 shooting, 81 pass, 89 dribble, 77 physical, 6'2", high-low, 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. We all know that weak foot feels like 5-star weak foot. Crazy good player, man. This guy this year is unbelievable. I think it's the combination of the strength and the skill moves. I think skill moves are really important in your attack this year. Like in my Road to Glory 250k team, it's literally just 5-star skills up front because it's super important. And obviously CR7 brings that strength as well. So not only can he do the skills, he can do the the hold up sort of stuff as well. Let's get onto the bench though. I think we all sort of know what these sort of players bring to us, and I've got some honourable mentions here and there through the bench as well. Nick Pope as being one of them. I could have probably put any keeper here, but I just think Alisson for me is not the greatest. I low-key should probably look to buy Nick Pope for my main team. 6'7", 70. His stats are really naff when you look at him. But what he reminds me of is a old school Jack Butland, I think FIFA 17, I think it was, or FIFA 18. That guy was crazy. Jack Butland, man, that guy was unreal. He's basically like that, but obviously he's tall, you know. But Butland was probably like 6'3", 6'4". But yeah, you get what I'm saying. Look to maybe bring in Pope as a strong link from the Prem. I don't, in my opinion, as I said, I think Alisson makes a lot of mistakes for me. So yeah, look into that. Somebody who I mentioned a little bit earlier, Nelson Semedo, is actually the guy who I use at right back. One, because he's cheaper than Walker, and two, I think he's slightly better when it comes to the attacking, I guess, as such. 92 pace, 69 passing, 82 dribble, 77 defending, 76 physical, 5'10", medium high, 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot. He probably ain't even like, when you look at the cars next to each other, maybe Walker looks better for that attacking stuff, but I don't know, just how the way Semedo feels in game. You know, you got them players who, even though their stats say one thing, they feel completely different, and that's what Semedo, in my opinion, does. Like, you would probably think, oh, Nelson Semedo's quite weak, but this guy's a monster. This guy hits the gym for 100%. So look to get Semedo in if you want, looking at a cheaper option to Walker, or two, you want somebody who's a bit more fluid on the ball, I would say. I feel like Walker's quite stiff as such. Alphonso Davies at the left back, I mentioned him as well. 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, 5'11", high medium, 96 pace, 82 dribble, 76 defender, 76 physical. This guy's crazy, but like, I think what, as I mentioned about Mendy, why I preferred him, I also think Mendy obviously gives you better links to like Varane and Mattel, all these La Liga players, and Davies, you're only linked as such really is to the Bayern Munich and the Dortmund players, and some of them are not even that great this year because I feel like the Bundesliga has been a bit butched. But this guy has not been butched. This guy is crazy good. He's in my 250k team as well. And this guy is super important. Literally, when I built my 250k team and my Road to Glory team, I was like, you know what? I need to get Alphonso Davies in. I think I used him in a draft, and I was like, this guy's just way too good defensively. So that's why Davies is also in on the bench. Van Dijk, as I mentioned, Gomez and Varane are better than him. I'll be totally honest with you. Yeah, for some reason, he just feels super slow this year. I'm not too sure exactly what it is. Compared to like last year, where he was easily always keeping up with people. He was a monster. Let's not get it twisted. This guy, when it comes to the defensive stuff, is top level. No one comes close to him. You know, the blocking, the AR blocks are crazy anyway, but like the tackling and stuff like that, I think Van Dijk takes it a long way. But I think what Gomez and Varane offer you are just a little bit more and a little bit better, in my humble opinion, at a cheaper price, you know what I'm saying? So look to probably get Varane and Gomez. I think you can literally buy Varane and Gomez for the same price as Van Dijk, and in my opinion, like, that's a no-brainer, you know what I'm saying? So Van Dijk's like a luxury buy, but be wary that he feels quite slow on the ball. Kevin De Bruyne here. Low-key, I need to maybe look at Kevin De Bruyne a bit more in this game. 76 pace, 86 shooting, 93 pass, 88 dribble, 64 defender, 78 physical, 5'11", high, 4-star skills, 5-star weak foot. Crazy play, you know. Like, I know his car is always good, but I always feel like people use him as like a central cam, and that's not his best position. It's like a right centre mid, a left centre mid, or even in CDM, like in a 4-2-3-1 or something, like as that attacking guys like your cheaper Hullet. But I've always like shied away from him. I'm not actually too sure why. Maybe I need to look to bring him into my team. Low-key, he could be crazy, but yeah, solid option. We know what Kevin De Bruyne brings. It's very similar to the starting 11. This guy's crazy. He does it all. His attacking things is obviously a lot better than his defensive. But that 86 shooting, 93 pass, 88 dribble, that's crazy. I didn't even know it was that high, I'll be totally honest. Sadio Mane, crazy player again this year. High, medium, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. As I mentioned, I would rather use this guy over a full cam Salah and have Mane on weak cam. Just so much better, in my opinion. The pace is rapid. Even though he's got like one more pace than Salah, he's way faster. I'm telling you, this guy is rapid. Obviously, it comes with the 4-star weak foot as well, which is a lot better than Salah. 94 pace, 85 shooting, 80 pass, 90 dribble, 76 physical. Quality player. Just an absolute pace merchant. But he can also score and, you know, dribble past the opponent. So that's always a plus side for your wingers. And then up next, we've got Bruno Fernandes in form card. High, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. I didn't know who to put here. It was like Pogba, Bruno Fernandes in form, or just the normal Bruno Fernandes. And I think that all three of them options are very similar next to each other. I don't think any of them really are much better than the other. I just wanted to put an inform card here as well, just to change it up slightly. I could have low-key put some of these new rule breaker cards in, but I thought right now I'll just give you all the guys the standard gold card sort of options right now. And then apart from Fernandes, Sanchez, but and Bruno Fernandes, yeah. But then like later on in the year, I might like cover over the rule breakers and stuff like that. If that's what people want to see, because I think like 9 Golden's rule breaker looks nuts. So yeah. Bruno Fernandes are here, 78 pace, 85 shooting, 89 pass, 86 dribble, 70 defending, 76 physical. Just a decent little play, you know what I'm saying? He's very similar to Pogba in the sense of like they are, and even Kevin De Bruyne, they're just better in the attacking sort of side rather than the defensive, but a great option for you guys. As I said, with Bruno Fernandes, I would rather use him like Kevin De Bruyne in a right centre mid, left centre mid spot in a narrow, right centre mid, left centre mid in a 4-4-2, or even as the attacking CDM in a 4-2-3-1. Honourable mention to Messi. As I mentioned, this guy, even though I basically butchered him like earlier, saying like he hasn't got the dribbles, so like you can't dribble in this game, so it's not as good. Like he's still Messi, you know what I'm saying? He's still going to be decent. If you play him central cam, I think he's going to be a great option. I think that little lad who's getting like #1 in the world is currently using Messi as a right mid. So maybe I know nothing about FIFA apparently, but for me, I'm not a big fan of him. Just because he ain't got the crazy pace, but everything else is great for him. Maybe it's the central cam. It could be decent for you. And then obviously we got Son here. I did a couple more honourable mentions in more the attacking side here. Son, 88 pace, 86 shooting, 80 pass, 87 dribble, 4-star skills, 5-star weak foot, high, sits for serious striker or central cam. Okay, he can play out on the wings, but I think he's better through the middle just because of that shooting and the 5-star weak foot. Everyone knows Sonaldo, you know, he's got that nickname for a reason. So look to bring Son into your team if you're looking for a deadly striker, a guy who can put the ball in the net. And then I put the inform Rashford here. I didn't really mean to be honest with you. I meant to put just the normal Rashford, because I think the normal gold card of Rashford is unbelievable, man. 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Obviously, this is the inform card. It's obviously a little bit boosted, but 6'1", high, medium, right footed. He's just so good. Like he can play. I would use him as like a winger. He's basically like similar to Mbappe. You know, like that sort of that body shape, the pace. You know, the decent shooting. Got the skills. Got the weak foot. So yeah, that Rashford is basically like your cheap Mbappe for now. So yeah, that is all the players for the best players in each position so far in FIFA 21. If you are new around it, or even if you ain't subscribed yet, hit the subscription button. Hit the like button, leave a comment as I mentioned. Let me know your favourite player so far in FIFA 21. But that'll be it for me, guys. Peace.